Hello everybody and welcome to the first video of 2026. It is January 1st as of filming this. I know that it won't go up right away because here's a little sneak peek of what I'm doing right now. Not that you guys will ever see it, but we did Taskmaster with our friends. And so I'm editing the Taskmaster video as we speak. The thing is, this video is going to be getting back into routines, the things that I'm doing differently this year, the things that I'm adding on to last year, the things that I'm doing identical to last year. The reason I feel like I have to start filming now is because in an hour we are meeting these friends at the lake to do a polar bear swim. We didn't want to do it in the morning with the crowds that always go to the same place and do it, so we're doing it this afternoon, which I'm very grateful for because it was hard to get out of bed this morning and I already walked the dogs. I thought, let's get that out of the way. I'm not going to want to do that after swimming in the lake because it's going to be cold, but that is how I'm starting off my year, so I thought it'd be fun to include that in this video. I'm not sure if I'll film there or not. It's noon. I just had lunch. Like I said, I'm just busy editing. I started filling out my habit tracker this morning for my new year, January, my new month. This is the only journal that I have right now without stickers on it, and I think I'm going to keep it that way because my reading journal has stickers shown in Vlogmas. My writing journal that I decided to keep has stickers, but I'm also going to start junk journaling this year. My chair is so squeaky. I'm quite jealous of all the people junk journaling, and I love that they started, and I wish I started earlier. So this is my junk journal, and I just put every sticker I have that's not book related on this one. So there's a Polaroid, sunglasses, makeup. I think that's a matcha, a dessert, and a plant. All from one pack that Zach got me for Christmas. I think it'd be really fun, at least for me, maybe not in my reading journal, but in my junk journal, to just like tape in the prompts that I get from my TBR jar every month. So not for January because I picked my TBR by myself a couple of days ago, didn't film it. I did post a little thing on TikTok of it. I thought I should do that after I already threw out the prompts. So not for that one, but I did start filling out my habit tracker. So I took creatine this morning. The thing is, I'm not going to start working out yet. I'm starting on Monday. You will not find me starting a workout routine on a Thursday. Maybe something I should talk to my therapist about, but like, no, that will start Monday, January 5th. I think December 18th was my last workout of the year, and then I took 2 weeks off, which I think I needed it anyway. I would like to get to 6,000 steps today. I walked the dogs for 2.5K. I'm at 4,600 steps, so that won't be a problem. If I don't get to it before the end of the day, I will hop on the treadmill for as long as it takes just to get to that number, and I've decided to watch Game of Thrones only while I'm on the treadmill. I'm bad at binging, and I'm bad at following through with TV shows and watching a whole series. I just can't do it. I've started Game of Thrones before. I think I've watched the first 3 or 4 seasons, and then I restarted it maybe like 6 months ago, and I'm not even halfway through the first season now. It's just, TV is not my passion, but I have shows that I would like to watch. So I think that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to try to hit 6,000 steps every day this year. My goal is to get to Mordor. So I have an app. What is it called? Fantasy Hike. I have an app called Fantasy Hike, and I think if I do 6,000 steps a day plus whatever extra I get on the days that are more, I should get there in less than a year, which I think will still take longer than Frodo. I started last March and it says I'll be done in July, so I think I can do it faster. I am doing a little bit of a build for the next 7 weeks, so I'm going to be eating slightly above my maintenance. I am going to be hitting my protein goal of 130 grams per day, hopefully, maybe more. That's just my fitness goal, which I wrote in here. This is my fitness page in my bullet journal. One of the other things that I wanted to do every day is do something towards writing, which we'll see how it goes. I think that means maybe less reading vlogs this year than last year. Hopefully not by much. My goal last year was to read 80 books and I read 100. I just scraped by the way. I succeeded and read 100 books last year. I finished one yesterday on the 31st, which was my 100th book. So this year my goal is 80 again. And that's just to save some time for writing and other hobbies instead of just reading way too much. I guess I'm saying thank you for coming along. This will probably be, I don't know, a week and a half of getting back into routine, getting back into the swing of things. I love a new year. I'm going to now edit for another, I don't know, 40 minutes, and then we're gonna drive to the lake and jump in. So wish me luck with that. Back again, we jumped in the lake. It was very fun, but very cold. And came home, took a shower, and I just took a nap. I only slept for like 20 or 30 minutes, but I think I feel worse than I did when I fell asleep, which is very unfortunate, but that's okay. It's like 3:30 now. I woke up hungry, so I have some fruit. I did have chocolate with breakfast, like it's January 1st. The amount of chocolate in this house, I can't not. But eating healthy, working out, reading, journaling, getting my steps in, these are not really new things for me. One big new goal this year is to spend some portion of time most days towards writing, because my big goal of the year is to write a book. I don't know if it's going to be good. I don't know who's going to read it, but I am going to finish a book. So it's January 1st. It's 3:30 p.m. I should probably get started. I mean, I've already started a book, but I have a lot of ideas in Google Docs, and I have started the book in Google Docs, and I keep typing and then scrolling to the top to see what my ideas are. So I'm thinking I should get them all down on paper, and that is going to be today's goal, is to kind of storyboard. My favorite playlist right now is fantasy lo-fi. I honestly think that I like the Star Wars songs the best, which is kind of crazy because, I mean, I am a Star Wars fan, but I would have thought that the Lord of the Rings music would be my favorite, but it's Fantasy Lo-Fi by Kay. This is what it looks like on here on Spotify. It is currently my favorite playlist to listen to while I'm reading, so I'm gonna listen to it while I do this. Okay, getting back into routine also includes cooking dinners, which I have done the last couple of nights, but tonight is chicken fried rice for dinner. Very easy to make. I actually couldn't find the recipe I used last time, so I found another one, and it's all the same ingredients, so that is good. Super chill. But the chicken's almost done. I'm going to do some vegetables. I have some day-old rice that I made yesterday just for this. Some fried egg. Looking forward to it. So a couple of important things in my daily routine that I've been doing forever is, in my habit tracker, I put it down as tidy, but it really just means the kitchen is clean and there are no clothes on the bedroom floor when I go to bed. And now I'm including all of the laundry that I've done is put away. I cannot say I was tidy if I have laundry baskets of laundry. So last night I cleaned the kitchen. I cleaned off my bedroom floor. I had a lot of jackets because for New Year's Eve, Zach and I went out for dinner for our anniversary and I could not decide which jacket to wear. So they all came out. So I put those all away yesterday. And now I'm doing 2 more loads of laundry, so all of that will have to go away today before I go to sleep, or I cannot check that off of my habit tracker. Getting back into routine, a rule that I had for myself for about 6 months last year, somewhere in the middle of the year, is 1 coffee a day. I can get pretty reliant on caffeine. Some people it doesn't help them that much, but for me it really does. I love caffeine. So I get decaf Diet Cokes because I know that I would just always be drinking even more of them to get the caffeine, and I love a latte. So in my habit tracker I also put 1 coffee a day, but I think here's the thing, it's 1:30 and I am editing more of the Taskmaster videos. I'm having a lot of fun, but I just want a cozy drink, and I could have a cup of tea, but I don't want that. I want a coffee. So I'm thinking I'm gonna make myself a decaf latte, and then I can still say I only had 1 coffee. I think that counts, right? I'm gonna tell myself it counts, because the reason I put 1 coffee is for the caffeine reasons. Oh my goodness, we have new neighbors, and I saw her standing outside with a little dog today. It's like cute, but now in their window I see a huge dog. So cute. Okay, I'm gonna keep editing, but I'm gonna make a decaf latte. That's the only thing I really came on here to say. Made some dupe Italian wedding soup for dinner. So good. Got you.
It's rude.
Anyway, this is a PSA that it's about balance, because I found the Pillsbury cookies in the freezer that I bought about a month ago. And usually I bring them home and make them the same day. And I was like, I'm gonna make these closer to Christmas, and then forgot I had them. So that is dessert for movie night. But first we're playing a board game for an hour or 2. We'll see. I also had a Coke with dinner and then realized I can drink again, and I could have had a glass of wine while I cooked, and I chose not to. So next time I cook dinner, I will probably have a glass of wine. Though I'm scared, because if I have wine, I could still flare up. Anyway,
Good enough for you.
board game night, date night. Happy Friday. Good morning. I have just gotten ready. I had a very nice, relaxing morning. I fed the dogs, cuddled with them for a little bit. I have sourdough bread rising right now for the day. I read for a little bit. I had a coffee. I watched a video. I had some of the cookie leftovers. I had breakfast. It was a great morning. Now it's 10 a.m. and I thought we could go through my habit tracker, and I think I did everything yesterday. I did devotions. I had creatine. I also did both of those things this morning. 6,000 steps. I did hit 6,000 steps. We did end up taking the dogs to the park, so when I came home from there, I went on the treadmill. I needed like, I don't know, 2,500 more or something. So I ended up watching the first third of an episode of Game of Thrones, and then we hung out for the night. So I actually also could fill out the first movie, because I made a movie page because Zach and I are trying to watch more films. So this is my new movies page. We watched Roof Man, the new Channing Tatum movie. Good. A bit longer than it needs to be, but good because it's a true story and it actually sounds crazy. And then every time we watch a movie based on a true story, we look it up after and it's pretty crazy. Did I do any hobby time yesterday? I can check that off for today already because of the sourdough. I don't think I did anything hobby related yesterday. I didn't read. I didn't write. I missed the second day of the year already. Now I kind of have a writing bug, which is why I'm sitting here. I have my laptop in front of me. I'm going to write for like an hour until I don't feel like it anymore. One coffee, check. Thanks to that decaf. Tidy, yeah. I did my skincare, which I really did not want to do. And I flossed, which I really did not want to do. Okay, let's go. When I took all my notes 2 days ago, I reread everything I had written. I changed a couple of things, but just because when you're reading it after the fact, you notice they use the same word a few times. It's like when a word is in your brain, it's really hard to not have that be the word you keep using, I think. Anyway. Hey, it's almost 8. I've had a half relaxing, half productive day, which is perfect. That's what I love. I'm back where I started. I'm on the couch. I'm now just watching some YouTube, and I had grilled dinner of popcorn. Zach walked the dogs today, and I just realized I need to get to my 6,000 steps. I am at 2,000. That is less than I started with the other day, so I think I might be able to just finish an episode of Game of Thrones. I think I do like 1,000 steps every 10 minutes-ish. So I have a long way to go. So it's 10 to 8, and I'm gonna do that. I wore sweatpants today, so I'm like treadmill ready. I can't fail my easy goal on January 3rd. It's an easy goal. It is easy. I can do it. It's just doing what I'm doing now, but standing up. It's just so cold in there too, though. Hello, and welcome to 6:30 a.m. It's January 5th, Monday. About to have my first workout of the year. You know, I'm ready for it. I have missed it. I'm just gonna start with half a banana. I'll eat the other half later in the day. Don't worry, maybe with breakfast, I don't know. Just a little extra boost of energy. Probably like 2 to 3 minute rests and stopping 2 sets before failure. So I need to get my weights right, which I'm not sure what they're gonna be after 2 and a bit weeks of not working out at all. My alarm hasn't even gone off yet. I woke up a few minutes before my alarm, like 15 minutes. So I'm gonna say that's good, but we stayed up way too late that I could not get up at 5:30 this morning. And instead of a morning meeting today, we're having an afternoon meeting for work. So it gives me a little bit of extra time without having to be ready at a specific time this morning. So I'm just gonna ease into it today. Tomorrow, maybe I'll set my alarm for like, well, I woke up at 6:15 instead of 6:30. So maybe tomorrow I'll set my alarm for 6. I haven't slept in every day, but when I don't sleep in and I get up, I just sit on the couch and I rot for 2 hours. Like I haven't done anything before 8:30, 9 a.m. So this feels foreign to me to be moving around and doing things at 6:30 in the morning. Yesterday I read while I walked on the treadmill. Easy. Except for I feel like I have to swing the arm with my wrist so that my steps count. And this book, I was holding it like this and it was really floppy. So maybe not the best option. We'll see. I also had a second coffee. Did I say that already? I was like, hey, I got up early. I've been working on this endlessly for days. I'm going to reward myself with a second coffee today. So I just finished that. Oh, over an hour ago. Time moves so fast when you're editing. It's crazy. I've written 2 days out of 5. I know I'm not going to do any today. So 2 out of 5 because today's the 5th. And I'm giving myself some grace again because of all of this editing. Maybe I gave myself too many things to do, but I'm not sure. Also, every time I'm going into the garage, either to get something or to go to my car, I'm doing a pull-up because I would like to get to more pull-ups. And I think if I sporadically just add it in every time I walk past the rack, that's the best way to do it. The Diet Coke is down here. So when I get a Diet Coke, I do one. So, speaking of, do I want it now or do I want it with dinner? I want it with, maybe we'll open a bottle of wine tonight. I want it now. Let's do a pull-up and get a Diet Coke. One. What's my reward? Diet Coke. My legs are so sore. I'm gonna just have the whole thing now. Can you tell my book made me cry myself to sleep? Because it did. I did clean the kitchen yesterday, but the dishwasher was full before I ran out of dishes in the sink. So I'm counting it as a tidy. What can you do? You know, except for I didn't do the pan, so maybe I can't count it. Damn it. Trekking through the garage to go for a walk with the dogs, so gotta do my pull-up. Totally counts. Did it. You wanna do it? You wanna do it? Very wide grip. Wide grip harder.
So I can't be your chin above it, I don't think.
Why it's so much harder? I had a second coffee today and I'm going to tomorrow as well. Usually on Thursdays before volleyball I have a Celsius, but they were out at the store, so I'm gonna need caffeine of some sort. And I had one today because I'm going out tonight. I have to be at my mom's at like 7 for our bi-weekly Survivor watch. I'm just so reliant on caffeine, but getting up early the same week that I choose not to have 2 coffees maybe was a little bit of a mistake. So it's like 4:15 and I have 1,700 steps currently. So I'm gonna have to walk on the treadmill for like over 40 minutes at this point. This is why we're getting back into routine and I'm not already set in my routine because maybe I can change some things too. Okay, I walked about 1,000 steps while I tidied, cleaned the kitchen, did the dishes, everything like that. So now I have about 35 minutes to go, a little bit less, 3,300 steps. But, oh, I'm so sore from yesterday's workout. First upper body in like 3 weeks, that'll do it. I am now about 3/4 of the way through the first episode of Game of Thrones that I started watching on like, what, January 1st? I don't even care, I don't miss it. Maybe it's not a good enough TV show, but I think that about every TV show. I'm just choosing to stop walking, not when I hit my 6,000 steps, I mean after I hit them, but once it switches to a new character in the episode. Because sometimes you can go like 5 episodes without seeing somebody and all of a sudden they're back. So it is the right show for that reason. I feel like watching it now. I have wanted to, so that's good.
15 minutes left. Season 1, episode 9.
Gonna go to Survivor night and exchanging Christmas gifts with my sister. We're a bit late, but and I'm running late. I can't miss my pull-up. My ring is starting to hurt. I'm No strength left today. Okay, gotta go. I'm taking all of today to finish editing Taskmaster if I can. It's Thursday. I was like, hey, I'll just wake up naturally tomorrow morning because I was out at my mom's place so late last night and then sat on the couch scrolling for way too long last night after that. So I was like, hey, I'll just wake up naturally. And I woke up around 6. So I was downstairs by 6:15. So that's pretty good for a natural wake up day. Unfortunately, it's lower body day. I'm feeling quite awake, so that's good. I had my banana, had my pre-workout. I'm gonna start with the treadmill. What's really nice about Thursdays is I get so many steps because I do my warm up on the treadmill, we walk the dogs, and volleyball, which gives me tons of steps. So don't have to do any treadmill walking today, other than my warm up. You guys haven't seen me in a few days. It is Saturday, January 10th. But yesterday, I finished all my Taskmaster editing at like 9 p.m., 8:30 p.m. And I only have a couple of more things to do before we do our live thing tomorrow, which we've decided not to film. So I feel actually a little bit less stressed there too, because it's just for our friends. If everybody involved okays it, I will include the intro because I think I did a really good job in like the little intro piece. Though I'm not sure if the music will be copyrighted. I'll have to figure that out. But if they approve it, I can include that in this video.
Lighters are mushed.
I don't know what this is from. I'm so tired.
Bathroom time again.
And I feel the lowest stress that I have since January 1st. And my routines the last couple of days have kind of fallen off. Yesterday's the first day that I forgot about my steps. I was laying in bed at like 10 p.m. and I went, shit, I didn't get my steps today for the first time, but that's all right. I've done my workouts according to plan. I had 2 rest days this week, which is great. But I just did a full body and now I took a shower. I didn't wash my hair, which I'm already kind of regretting, but for live day tomorrow, I'm gonna wear what I wore that day and be the same way I was during filming. So I had a slick back. So I was like, there's no point in me washing it today, just to do a slick back tomorrow. I just did my skincare. I have had a couple of second coffees. I would say the last 3 days in a row I had a second coffee. I think I missed my skincare once since the beginning of the month. So that's pretty good. I have even actually slept with my hair bonnet, which was not on my habits list for this month. I was gonna slowly integrate that in through the year. But I've been sleeping with it, I would say, like every other night. I don't think I feel like doing a full face of foundation. So we're just gonna go easy today. We're also going for ice cream with our friends today. We are doing the seasonal flavors. I'm thinking I'm gonna do, there's like a blueberry brown sugar waffle ice cream, and I'm thinking I'll do tiramisu. I'm just gonna use my Glotion. This has kind of been my full face sub when I feel like my acne is not that bad and I don't feel like putting foundation everywhere. So I feel pretty good about all my routines, but also not. I think I'm trying to prioritize my workout schedule, my steps, and my skincare. And those 3 I have done very well on since the beginning of the year already. I'm not mad at myself for missing the other ones. I can't aim for perfection. And I think as long as I don't do more than like 2 or 3 days in a row of skipping something, I'll feel okay about it. Because I don't want to overwhelm myself, and I am naturally quite a disciplined person, but when I fall off I tend to think, oh, it's ruined now, so who cares, I should just stop. And I'm trying to get out of that mentality. Therapy is helping. I have not read enough though. I really miss reading, so hoping tonight I can get some reading done. I have like 2 more things to do for tomorrow, but we don't start until afternoon, so I have time. I'm just stressed because that's me. Like, I don't want to have a second coffee today, but I do want to have a second coffee today, and there's a good chance I will. You know, I had a pretty good sleep last night, and I could just go to bed early tonight and be relaxed and just embrace the tiredness. I think that's what I have to do. Just like, this is getting back into routine, but also I guess just a week and a half in my life vlog at the same time, because this is the reality of getting back into routine. It's not linear, it's not neat. Oh, I'm so warm, but it's cold outside and we're going for ice cream, I gotta keep the long neck on. Long sleeve turtleneck. I actually put this in the donate pile and it found its way to the garage already to go to the thrift store. This long neck, this turtleneck, and I just took it out of the pile today because I don't like wearing it by itself. It's a little loose and see-through. I have to really be specific about what bra I wear. But I thought, you know what? I like having a long sleeve underneath a baggy t-shirt, so I should actually keep it. So I need to move you down. I need to sit, not on my feet. They're falling asleep. My sister bought me a new concealer as one of my Christmas gifts, and I was gonna try it, and now I've already gone in with mine. I'll try it a different day. Sorry, Lindsay. This is just as good as going in with foundation everywhere, isn't it? Should I slick back 2 days in a row? Because this ain't it. I think just a little blush and then I'm done. I saw a TikTok making fun of people who use liquid blush and a powder brush, but it works for me, okay? Okay, and Zach invited our friends over for games tonight, so that's good. We're seeing them a few days in a row, which is good. That's a good thing, because our friends are moving on Monday. So sad. Oh my goodness. Okay, anyway, every time I think about it, I cry a little. So we're gonna move on from that moment. Let's fix this. I hate my hair down lately, and I hate my widow's peak. So I always try to do more of that situation, but I also prefer it a little higher if I can get away with it while still covering up my hairline. It was better like this, wasn't it? Should I just deal with the hairline and make it messy and just be who I am? I just don't think a slick back and a turtleneck is my favorite look. And I'm wearing like cargo pants, so I feel kind of cool today for the rest of the outfit. And I don't know that a slick back is cool. It's too clean girl for this outfit. I'm gonna use some dry shampoo and I'm gonna reassess. Also, I feel like I should add, in my breaks that I've been taking from editing and while I cook dinner and while I chill in the evening, I've been watching just a lot of low editing, mundane task vlogs from people and really enjoying them. So I'm feeling like maybe for the foreseeable future, as long as it's not a reading vlog and it's more a lifestyle vlog, it might be a little bit low effort. I might do like way less curated content just because I'm enjoying watching them. I like creating what I enjoy watching. I think that makes sense. It might even just come naturally with how I start doing things. Okay, the dry shampoo really helped. I don't know if I'm just chatting shit right now. Anyway, I've just been enjoying watching people do mundane things is what I'm trying to say. So I think I'm going to switch to doing more mundane things. And I think maybe part of that is that I did Vlogmas and it felt very relaxed and I really enjoyed that, other than the everyday aspect of it, which was stressful. But the rest of it was pretty much just like, this is what I'm doing with my day, take it or leave it. Okay, this is a bit weird, but I'm not mad about it. Ooh, that's a little ratty. Oh, but I love the bun. I don't want to ruin it just because of that. Let me just check the back of my head. Because as much as people say the back of my head is not my problem, I really care about the back of my head. You know what? It's fine. This is the hair for today. Okay? Oh, that's a little crazy. I'll bobby pin that in. The real reason I thought that I should film right now is because I made an order with my Christmas money. I put it in the bank and I thought I'm gonna spend this on books. So I went a little crazy, but my book cart was looking pretty empty anyway. So I feel good about this. The problem is I've been ordering from Indigo just to keep it Canadian, and there's not an option to choose least amount of shipments. So it's coming in 3 shipments, but this one came a week early. So I'm not sure what books are in here. I'm not sure how many are in here, but I thought we could open it together. So adding to my getting back into routine video, we're opening a book package. Zach actually said also after I ordered all of these, he was like, crap, one of your books that I ordered never came and I can't cancel the order. So it's on its way, it's just delayed. So he's like, hopefully you didn't order it, and I hadn't. So he bought me the 8s, which is on my eager to read list. My battery's gonna die, so I'm gonna try to do this as fast as possible, by the way. Let's see what's in here. Ooh, a few. 4? Ooh, one is in bad shape. Let's open that first. Oh, it's because it's books inside of a book. Oh no. Okay, we'll open the one inside of it first. Agatha Christie, The Murder on the Links. This is the second Agatha Christie book in Hercule Poirot Mysteries. I own the 3rd because it was like $7 at my used bookstore in town. So I thought I need to order the 2nd one because I can't find it used. So really cheap. 2nd book. Gotta read that. And now for a damaged one. A Fire Endless by Rebecca Ross. I read. Oh, look at this. That is so unfortunate, guys. Usually they're so good at packing their books. Anyway, oh, it's like quite damaged. Oh, a middle page is just completely bent. The front is all ripped. Oh well, okay. I read A River Enchanted last year. I was going to say this year. Last year. Really loved it. I believe it's a duology. I think it stops after this one. It ended on a huge cliffhanger. When I started reading it, I thought it was a standalone, and then there was a cliffhanger, and I thought, great, okay. So I had to order that one just to get the next one in the series. I bought Piranesi. Piranesi's house is no ordinary building. Its rooms are infinite. Its corridors endless. Its walls lined with thousands upon thousands of statues. So it's a labyrinth, but there's something else there. Yeah, Women's Prize for Fiction 2021 winner. Huge when it came out. Haven't read it. Didn't realize it was so little. For some reason, I thought it was going to be huge. It's like less than 300 pages. And They Never Learn. This book is on my 10 books I want to read in 2026. So I bought this. I didn't realize it was glossy. I thought it'd be more matte, but I also thought it'd be longer. Lane Fargo. This, I believe, is like a feminist novel. Angry women. So that's all I know. Oh. Every year, Dr. Clark searches for the worst man at Gorman University and plots his demise. That's all I'm going to read. That sounds fun. So there we go. Little mini book haul. I'm going to put these on my book cart. I'm going to write my name in January 2026 inside of them so I know when I got them. They'll go on my book cart for my February TBR, which I am going to do a video on because I've been so busy this month that I need a sit-down video to be posted at the end of the month just to give myself a break. So maybe I'll read one of these next month. We'll see how that goes. Okay, now I'm gonna eat lunch. I'm gonna do a couple of last minute things for Taskmaster. I'm gonna keep going on my laundry. Zach said he'll clean the house because our friends are coming over and he knows I'm overwhelmed and this is my day off while still doing things. That was a lot of fingers that I did that instead of quotes. I feel so frazzled right now. See you later. Hi guys, it's a couple of days later since whatever that last clip was, but Taskmaster is over. It was over 2 days ago, finally. It's very bittersweet because it means that our friends have moved away, but also I'm done and can actually get back to my real life now. It is Tuesday after work. It is 2:30 right now. I just finished my work day and I thought that we could close off this vlog. First of all, look at this. Look at this. My friend gifted me a quilt that she took months making and it fits perfectly in my living room and I've always wanted a quilt and I'm obsessed with it and the thought makes me want to cry. This is going to be in the backdrop of every reading vlog from now on. How talented are some people? I can't even use a sewing machine. Second of all, I'm having my second coffee of the day for about the 5th or 6th day in a row. I don't think this is a habit that I can cut right now. I just can't break it and I have to choose my battles and I'm doing well at my skincare and at doing my workouts and at hydrating and flossing and taking care of my hair and all of the things that this is not something I'm going to give on, I think, for the foreseeable future. So it's still in my habit tracker because I'm curious how many days of the month I will actually have a second coffee. This feels like the actual first day of getting back into routine, if I'm being honest, now that I had a full work day and the Taskmaster stuff is over. I don't know, I just feel more like myself than I did a week ago, January 5th on the Monday, let alone January 1st when I started this video. I think that this video was kind of a fail, but I'm gonna post it anyway because it's the reality of it. I still feel like I did a lot. I just didn't care as much as I wanted to. I don't know. It's also really good for me. Something that I'm learning in therapy is that perfection is not the end goal all the time and it can't be. So I'm telling myself I did a good job because I got past a mental block of something having to be perfect and posting it even though it wasn't. And I need to post something because I haven't since Vlogmas was over and that's like, oh my goodness, it's gonna be almost a month ago. I should actually start editing this tonight so I can get it up in the next couple of days, hopefully. We'll see. Yeah, I guess thanks for watching. I hope it was at least a little bit motivating. I still feel like it's not the best I can do, but it's way better than I was doing over Christmas break when I didn't know what day it was. I'm gonna read now because the video coming out for you guys next week is a reading vlog that I was hoping to have a few books done by now, and I'm only a third of the way through number 2. I just need to have grace for myself. My word of the year is peace, I've decided. I also forgot to show you, I do this every year. I don't know how I forgot. I change my phone background to be my vision board from Pinterest. So that's what we're looking at. It's been like that for like over a week and I forgot to show you. I also did my laptop today, also from Pinterest. I just quickly went on Canva, put the things together. A lot of it is the same photos, just on a bit of a collage. Anyway. Oh, also, I got 2 more books in the mail. I'm still all over the place that I was going to show you guys. So the last book that I have coming in the mail that's delayed is Half a Soul by Olivia Atwater. So that one's coming, but I also got Blood Over Brighthaven. This has been in my basket. I've just been waiting for it to be a paperback book, which it finally is. House of Flame and Shadow by Sarah J Maas. I just finished the second book during Vlogmas. I don't know if you guys watched that, but I found it a bit difficult to get through, so I wasn't eager to get to number 3, and then I got to the end of the second book, and I think I'm gonna have to read this sooner than later, simply for that, and I hope it doesn't just skip over it and pretend it didn't happen, but I'll have to get to this eventually. Now I'm actually saying bye, so see you next week for a reading vlog.